The beginning marathon program takes folks that are coming off the couch, that have a fear of they can't go around their block, they're not informed, they're not taught how to run, and so they think that they can't do that. And so what it does is it breaks it down from a walking transition to a jogging and ultimately to running a full, complete marathon in the span of 21 weeks.
I'm not a runner at all. I'm not very athletic. I don't really go to the gym. So I need someone to kind of hold my hand through the process and tell me what I'm doing, because I don't know.
Well, I started out not being able to run once around the lap, or once around the track. I could only run about maybe half a lap. And now I can run probably, I think I could probably 4 to 6 miles without stopping.
The intermediate advanced program is more for someone who has completed a half marathon or even a marathon or 2 or 3, and that's probably has the background and knows what it takes to complete the marathon, but needs some additional guidance with maybe some speed and some tempo runs incorporated in there.
I've learned a lot about stretching, and I'd say especially about nutrition. And the pacers are all experienced marathoners. Some are actually quite accomplished distant runners, and their tips on marathon running in general and this course in particular I found pretty helpful. Nutrition-wise, just some hints about what to eat, when to eat it, I've noticed a real difference in my running.
The hardest things about coaching beginner runners, folks that are just starting out, is the fear factor of I can't get off the couch, I can't walk around my block, I can't do this.
The first time we ran, it was a little intimidating. But what started out, I'm in the slowest pace group. There was probably, I think, 11 of us. It was nice to have people that ran the same level as me.
And so what we have to do is instill a positive mental attitude and give them the courage, the support, and the motivation to make them understand that they can. If they do the proper work, they can get there.
So it was a little intimidating, but it was also inspiring to see the people that run faster and to sort of try to achieve that.
You know, I think for a beginning runner, it definitely helps to come out, organize runs on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and you know, you really feel the camaraderie between the runners, seeing your friends, if not every Wednesday or Saturday, maybe every other weekend. You know, just you see people progress and get better and better and have more and more fun, and it's more of like a social event. Sure, we go out there, we run 13 miles, but people are having fun doing it.
So the first thing I say to them is, why do you want to do it? And usually there's some force of motivation or inspiration behind that.
Last year I started training for a triathlon. I was sort of going to do a beginning triathlon. And my dad got really sick and he passed away. And so he was really excited about me doing the triathlon, and I didn't get to finish training, so I wanted to sort of do this for him.
It's kind of like one of those things you want to do before you die. You know, I kind of have a little list, and the marathon's one of them.
I've always kind of thought like doing a marathon would be something where I could actually commit myself to something. It's something that you actually have to train for and take the time for to do. And so I figured it was kind of like a New Year's resolution in a way. I just decided I should do it, and since I live in San Francisco and I thought it'd be great to run over the bridge, I signed up for this one.
Probably about a year ago I decided I wanted to start running, and I got this great idea that I needed to do something for myself. So I started training for a half marathon by myself, and I completed it, and I crossed the finish line, and I loved every second of it, and decided I would love to do a full marathon because it's something I never thought I could do. So I went online, looked for a great training program, found this one, and I did it.
In order to get them to that finish line, we have to make sure that we're constantly giving that encouragement to those runners and making sure that they understand the benefits of what they are doing.
So the first couple weeks were just getting a good foundation, getting a good base of, you know, your body getting used to being active every day and taking a beating, and just slowly increasing your mileage every Saturday.
We've got 3 miles, 6 miles, and 9 miles. You may feel really good after 3 miles. You know, leave it at that. If you haven't really ever done 6 miles before.
And then every week during the track workouts, it's like, well, now we're going to do some hills to build your strength, and now we're going to do some tempo runs to build your speed. And so it's actually really complex. It's not just go run, and, you know, it's really mindless. There's the whole calculating, you know, your strength and your speed and what you're eating and, you know, how you're feeling and knowing when to rest. And so the progression has been learning about all of that, learning about your body, and then also just building your endurance the whole way.
If you know what your pace is, that's probably an indication that you should be in the 9-mile group.
I don't think you can just go out and run a marathon. I think you definitely have to train, like for, you know, we've been training for 21 weeks now.
I'm pretty motivated as an individual, but I thought the timing it would take to train for a marathon was too much for me to do by myself. Like, I knew I could run like the 8 miles or the 10 miles for a half, training for a half by myself, but the full marathon, I knew I needed more people. I need more friends, more support. I like talking too much.
It's really the relationships that you build along the way, because you're out there for such a long time and you're committing for 20-some weeks of running together. And that's always been the best part of running the marathon, is really, you know, the relationships you build.
To get out and meet other people who are interested in running and in fitness and nutrition, and kind of sharing knowledge and meeting new friends and new people.
The people around is very supportive, and they really help out. You know, there's a couple of times, especially in the beginning, where you wanted to quit, but you know, you have somebody, there's peer pressure, you know, and people say, come on, let's go, you can do it. So that's really nice. You know, and also in the beginning, when you're not tired, you're able to chit-chat, you get to know people, so that's kind of cool. You know, I don't know about it, like, you know, when you hit the 15 miles, everybody's quiet because everybody's tired, but you know, in the beginning, everybody loves to chit-chat, you know.
It's been really good, because you know, for my own pace, like when I run on my own, if I get tired, I'll stop, you know, and I don't push myself as hard. But at the same time, with the groups, you could find which one fits your pace so you're not overrunning. So, you know, at first I started in a group that was too slow, so then I was able to move up. And then, you know, that group got really fast, and then I moved down again, but now it's been good. So it's kind of been nice that I could kind of switch around and find out, you know, what pace is comfortable for me, and like, especially running with people who are very experienced runners. You know, like our pacer today, this is his 23rd marathon or something, so I really listened to their advice and experiences. It's been, you know, really helpful.
It's been actually more a pleasure to get to know people and get them excited about running and answering their questions about, you know, how do you get into shape, what do you do, and you know, having the years of experience running, it's really great to give back. It's, you know, it's very motivating for me too.
They do a lot here to help you kind of get into your first race, do your first marathon. The visualization that we were doing, and not like hokey visualization, like they're just sort of describing race days so that there won't be surprises for folks. I think that's terrific. When I learned about this group, I was excited because it fit into my schedule. The times and locations were good, and I wanted to take my training to another level. This is much more serious and much more organized than anything I had done on my own.